So a few weeks ago, I published one of these videos, and I said I was about to jump off a cliff. I was about to try something brand new. And I actually put out 2 videos about this, and it was about this live launch that I was about to do. Instead of releasing a bunch of pre-launch videos, we were actually going to do our entire pre-launch via live broadcast. And what you can see behind me is our map, the map we put together before the launch of how everything would flow together. And long story short, it was an amazing success. It was one of the best launches I've ever done. It was just huge. We created massive value in the market. People absolutely loved it. Everyone who went through, well, not everyone, but most of the people that went through it just raved about it. We had thousands and thousands of comments. And so we delivered massive value, and then the sales results were fantastic. So huge innovations. And it got me thinking a lot about innovation. And there's sort of the spectrum of, after coaching so many different people, some people are just, they want to do the latest and greatest and newest. They're just fascinated by what's new. They're always looking for the latest new thing. And then on the other end of the spectrum are the people that they don't want to change anything. They have to drag them kicking and screaming into every change. And we all live somewhere on that spectrum. And I'm probably midway there. I might even be a little bit more towards the kicking and dragging end of the spectrum. I am not on this end where it's just I have to do the latest and greatest. But then when I look back at what we've done over the years in the business, we just had massive innovation after massive innovation after massive innovation. All the way back 2008, back when everyone was shipping CDs and DVDs and books, I was one of the first people to put a high-end $2,000 course online, 100% online delivery. I wasn't the first, absolutely was not the first, but I did it in a bigger way. I was one of the most innovative in doing that. 3 or 4 years ago, massive change in the way we did video. We went to a real storytelling format with lots of B-roll. Massive, massive change. Weren't the first one to do that, but we did it in a big way that brought it out to the market in a big way. Now with the live launch that we did a few weeks ago, certainly not the first person or the first company to do a live launch, but we did it in a really big way that's never been done before on a bigger scale with a bigger audience and a bigger spotlight. So in innovation, the way I like to approach it is I don't want to innovate just for innovation's sake. I want to innovate when it builds real value in the marketplace and when it builds real value for my business and when it continues to establish me as a leader in the market. So often I'll look at someone else testing that bleeding edge, and then I'll take that and I'll adapt it. And if you look, that's one of the best ways to innovate, is look sideways, look at other industries, look at other markets, look at other niches and see what they're doing there, and then evaluate, can I pull this in and can I make it work for me? Like I said, I'm not a fan of innovating for innovation's sake. I'm a fan for innovating when it's going to get you results. Now, there was some real risk here. It was really brand new what we were doing. I delivered 14 hours of free content as part of my pre-launch. That was a risk. How was I going? I mean, these are the things, this is what was up here, was thinking through all the flows. And when I mean flows, I mean once someone comes into your world and they have joined your list, they've opted in for your stuff, then what is their experience at each step of the way? And how can I take that and help them navigate through 14 hours of content in a way that keeps them engaged and gets them increasingly more engaged and builds community and builds commitment and gets people interacting and then leads to the sale. And I guess that's what I get paid the big bucks for, is thinking through those flows. Everything you see here was really about thinking what those flows were. What was the experience going to be like for people coming in now that we had a live broadcast instead of doing videos? So a little bit about innovation. It was a huge, huge win for us. Super excited about this new format. It doesn't replace Product Launch Formula. This is just the latest evolution of Product Launch Formula. Does it mean everyone should do a live launch? Absolutely not. It all depends on your assets, your positioning, your content, how you are on live, whether you can perform live or whether you do better on video, 1,000 different questions. This isn't the be all and end all, but it was a massive innovation and a huge win. And it's going to be a huge win for a lot of other people doing live launches. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.